Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamb, and today is my Tlrl Watch 1.3 Felicity, and this is comprising of Season 2, Episodes 1 to 11. So it starts with Sophomoric, and then the last episode that I'm covering here is Episode 11, Help for the Lovelorn. This episode I realize has 23 episodes, so next month we're going to be watching the remaining episodes. I decided to cut it off at 11 this month and do 12 next month, just because if a lot of you are readers, if you follow this channel regularly, the booktubeathon was taking place in the last week of the month, so I thought, August doesn't really have any, well, it does have readathons, but that's like the big readathon, or one of the big readathons, so I just decided to put it after. But anyway, we're going to continue because it's going to be quite a long video. So just side note, let's say you watched 5 episodes. I'm going to give you the episode title and tell you when a new episode and my comments on it. So in case you've watched that, you can come back later so you can really watch this video up into how many you watched. Then I'm going to talk about my top 3 episodes, my least favorite or skip episode, and then a discussion question to get the discussion rolling in the comments. So we're starting with episode 1 of season 2, Sophomoric. So I said, yay, Javier is back, and his reaction is the audience's. Because he was just so excited, and I forget what he was doing there. I probably should have put more detail. So I said, new year, new room, same roommate, because Felicity and Megan are rooming together again. Then I said, Berkey, the advisee, is so gross with how he's acting. I like Sean and Julie's friendship. And then I said, Ben and Felicity together, question mark. And then I said 13 minutes to 14 minutes. It was a funny cafe scene. I really like that scene. And I like Ben and Felicity together in general. And then I said I liked the Alina and Noel roommates combo. But I did not like how Noel... Also, I'm looking at my notebook, just to let you know. Also, I did not like how Noel is such a jerk in the kitchen scene from 22 to 24 minutes. He caused all this of Hannah and that drama. He wasn't officially broken up with Felicity, but then he didn't think he was officially broken up, but he was kind of broken up because he was, macking on Hannah. And then she went together with the artist guy, which caused all this, and then she didn't get back together with Noel, she got together with Ben. So it's he caused all this inadvertently, so why is he getting so pissed about everything? I know he's upset, but, I did not understand that. Then I said I liked Felicity's speech music, 25 minutes and 30 seconds, LOL. I said poor Elena caught in the middle of all this drama. And I said, don't listen to the tape, Ben. Bad move, bro. So we're moving on to episode 2. Sorry if I'm running through this really fast. It's just because there's a lot to cover. Episode 2, The List. So the box is back. LOL. So Megan's, box that, you don't know what's in it. She doesn't let the audience know. So I was, laughing about that because it's kind of one of those, silly things that is, a callback to earlier episodes. Felicity is pretty good at giving advice to her advisees. I love Julie's and Sean's friendship in this episode. And then I said, does Sean have a crush on Julie? Because it kind of looked like that. Then I said, Ben's invading Felicity's privacy and then treating her differently is a real jerk move. It's horrible. And I said, Berkeley is so annoying. Take a hint. Stop asking her out when she's saying no because she knows you're only after her because, you're not after her really because of her in that sense. Her personality at least. Where's Lynn or any swim team talk? Because that's a big part of Ben's story arc last season. You don't hear about Lynn. I assume their friendship went on the wayside because his girlfriend was hitting on Ben last season, but you never got any clarity about that. And then I said Ben is an idiot getting mad at Felicity because she's mad you invaded her privacy, 24 minutes to 24:30. Elena's dating boot camp with Noel was a funny kind of... I really love their friendship, and I love seeing the little funny scenarios they're in because they usually have a more comedic friendship. Whereas Felicity's and hers is more serious, and it's still lighthearted, but it's it's not as comedy-oriented. And then I said Sean's definitely crushing on Julie. 39 minutes. I like this speech that Felicity gives Ben at 39 minutes. And I said the infamous haircut. There's so much controversy over this haircut. Look it up if you want to hear all about it, but I'm not going to get into it because it's pretty well known. Episode 3, Ancient History. So I'm not a fan of this haircut. It's okay. I like it later on when she styles it with a headband, but at the beginning when it's really, really short, I wasn't a giant fan. But whatever floats her boat, I guess. Ruby looks exactly like the Russian girl from the first season. I forget her name, but she looked very much like her, I thought. They said another bold move by Felicity, dropping pre-med. Very admirable because she's not going to pursue something she doesn't want to pursue, which is probably like the safer career path for her. But yeah, it's just a really bold move to do that, but a very brave move. And Richard and Noel reunited, which I really liked. Noel's being such a jerk, and I like Bridget and Felicity's somewhat friendship. And Bridget was basically the artist girl that Noel found at the party, and she's in their art class. And I said, Felicity, why would you try to drop a class because of Noel? Like, you drop pre-med because of yourself, and you're going to drop a class because of him. Like, get it together, girl. That was horrible. Julie's almost roommate to do to her. Like, basically be like, oh, by the way, you can't move in here. Like, horrible. And I said, a chef roommate sounds awesome. And I said, Noel, being nice to Felicity. Again, I like when he's nice to her. And I said, I like Sean plus Julie and Ben's roommate situation. I like how they're all friends. Like, I like all these roommate situations. Like, I like everybody who's rooming with each other. I think it's just a good mix for some good content. Moving on to episode 4, The Depths. The opening of this episode was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I said, I like Javier and Ben's phone convo from 9 minutes and 20 seconds to 10 minutes. It was funny. I also like the awkward subway ride. It was an awkward subway ride. I like Ruby and Noel together. And the one extra in the subway is actually Larry from Even Stevens. Forgot to look up his actual name, but that's where I knew him from. And one of the other extras is actually Jalen from Girlfriends and Pookie from the show The Game. So there's quite a few extras that I recognize their faces in the subway car. I said a mock subway trial, which was really good. I love that Noel plus Ruby scene from 25 minutes to 26 minutes and 20 seconds. Megan is one of the mole people, LOL. And I don't care if Felicity and Julie become friends again. Like, I really could care less about their friendship. Episode 5, Crash. So I said the moment when your prof sets you up with her son, LOL. Because that happened to Felicity. I like this storyline that Noel's addicted to video games, LOL, and then Elena starts. I love this storyline so much. It's just hilarious, and I like how there's serious stuff going on, but it really captures the spirit of getting addicted to video games, because I have a very addictive personality, and I get addicted to video games really fast. I cannot play Grand Theft Auto anymore because I wasn't like I was addicted to playing like the missions. I was more addicted to like just running around crazily, because I feel like it just helped relieve stress. I played it when I was starting university. It was just, yeah, don't know how I did so well, and managed to keep everything going. Still shocked by that. Then I said 14 minutes to 14 minutes and 30 seconds, problem solving with Megan. And then I said, David, what a charmer. Not. I love when people speak another language in front of another when they think they don't know it, but they do. So if somebody speaks French in front of you, like insulting you, and then you go back and you're like, you speak French right to them. I love that. It's one of my favorite things. I'm like, I just love it because it's just like a slap in the face. Like, you're to speak another language and talk about me. Well, maybe you should check what languages I know. So I said, at least David apologized. I'm making sure this is the right page. Yeah. I don't like Ben's new chef girl. Don't really like that storyline. And I said Smoothies, Sean's condiment storyline. I really like that. Kind of weaves itself in. This game storyline with Elena and Noel trying to beat an impossible level. They could have used gamer YouTube for sure, like the gamer side of YouTube. And I said I like that Noel and Felicity's friendship is back on track. Episode 6, The Love Bug. I love these meetings for Felicity and Megan's floor advisees. They're pretty entertaining. And I love how Ruby is integrated in the group of girls, like with Julie and Elena and Felicity. 14 minutes and 30 seconds to 15 minutes and 30 seconds. I love that scene. And then I put in quotations, BS equals boy shenanigans, which is what Javier thought BS meant. Ruby and Noel are so cute. I honestly don't give a care for the Ben and Chef storyline. It's so boring. Noel called Ruby Felicity. Oh my gosh, that was just a cringy moment. And I said David's very honest, and I do like that, but he was too honest, like when he's being rude to her for no reason, but I really like his honesty in general. Episode 7, Getting Lucky. So this one's basically the one where Felicity, adopts this dog. So I like Felicity and David together, and Lucky the dog, he looks a bit rough. Pun intended. Lucky is so cute. And I like how Javier was trying to get Lucky and his cat Mommy to see if the dog could move in with them, and like Mommy was not having it. Lucky the dog really knows how to kill a mood. Megan and Lucky at 17 minutes to 18:30, which is hilarious. And I really like Felicity and Elena's friendship. I said, poor Lucky about him having to be put down. And then I said, well, that escalated fast. It was the second last scene with Felicity and David. So episode 8 is Family Affairs. So I said, surprise, parents. So Felicity's parents came to town. And I find it weird that Felicity didn't even tell her parents at least about her haircut. Like, I know she hasn't talked to them all the long day, but normally you would say something like, oh, I got a really dramatic haircut. I don't know, maybe that's just me with my parents, but I would at least say that. Like, don't know how they didn't know. Javier meeting the parents is the best, how fangirly he is about them. I don't get why Felicity is freaked out that David is happy to meet her parents. Like, typically that's a good thing. It's not like he's trying to avoid them, like he's cheating on her and he just doesn't want to meet the parents. Like, he actually is taking interest. Like, I don't get why that's such a bad thing. I said, aw, David, 20 minutes to 20 minutes and 30 seconds. And I said, Megan blew off the dorm Thanksgiving LOL, the kid just sitting there. And I said, Felicity kisses Noel. It's so, even though he kissed her, but it's like, you still didn't, like, go, like, push him off. It's like, it's so shady when your boyfriend is so sweet, and in the next room, like, he's being perfectly nice. It's not like he's being a jerk. And then I said, I like how supportive Felicity's parents are now of her life and her lifestyle. Episode 9, I try not to take as many notes as I did last time, because I'm trying not to make this video forever long. So, that's why I'm kind of going faster and having less notes. So, episode 9 is Portraits, and this was, like, basically an art-centric episode of Felicity and Noel. So I said, what a horrible dream, the opening sequence of this episode. And I said, an investor for Smoothaise, Sean's condiment brand. I said, that's a shock considering everyone in Sean's life isn't a fan of it. Haven't seen one person on screen who's like, Smoothaise. And I like that Noel and Felicity are friends again. I like that the show has a lot of honest moments throughout it all. That's one of the things I do like about the show. It's very, like, honest. And it gets to the heart of kind of, like, those years of your life. Because, like, I'm just finished my undergraduate degree, and that's exactly the thing that I'm watching with them, and it kind of covers a lot of the things you kind of know. Like, I didn't know, for example, when I talk about later, I didn't know anything about tutorials. I didn't even know what a tutorial was, like, for class, not, like, obviously a game, but I did not know what that was, and after seeing it on camera, it's like, oh, I know what that is, and that, you know, I'm not a fan. I prefer the lectures. So 20 minutes to 22 minutes sounds like a talk I just had, combo between Elena and Felicity, with my friend. Sean, give up on your crush. That's what I just said. And I said, I really like these dream sequences weaved throughout the episode. I like Sean and Ben's friendship moments around the half-an-hour mark. And I said, poor Sean, his deal falling through. I wish he got something good, but, like, if Smoothie's, like, needs to maybe work at it. I said, Noel is horrible at monogamy. Ruby doesn't deserve this treatment by Felicity and Noel, but at least Felicity is being a good friend to Ruby about it. And episode 10, Great Expectations. I don't get why Sean hates the idea of Ben and Felicity. Also, that's better for Sean they're together, so Julie can't be with Ben. I said Noel goes from RA to TA, and watching this, I said, now I know how sucky tutorials are. And also, he couldn't have Ruby in his tutorial if he was dating her. That's not fair because he's marking the papers, and even though they do go to the professors and the professor have to look over them, like, it's just still, like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, it's basically the same thing he did with Felicity. Like, he was the RA, he wasn't supposed to be dating her at that time. Megan's line at 11 minutes was telescope back to stalking line was hilarious. It's probably one of my favorite lines of the whole, like, season so far. I said Felicity's parents divorced bombshell. And Ben and Felicity are cute together in the swimming scene until it got interrupted. Episode 11 is Help for the Lovelorn, which is kind of a special black and white episode that doesn't really follow the plot. Like, it kind of is like one of those ones that I'll talk about later, actually. But first, I love this black and white opening scene because I thought it was just the opening scene, but I forgot that it's the whole episode. I remember the end of the episode, but not the whole beginning and middle. I said I remember this episode. It's so interesting, very dystopian. It's a spooky intro like the title theme song. 11 minutes, that's a pretty dish with a business card. Like, I love that packaging. Felicity can see ghosts. This is getting interesting. And I said the tape recorder scene was creepy when she was sleeping at night and the tape recorder came on with that creepy voice over it. I said talking corpses, so not creepy, right? And I said it's cute that the Noel Felicity moment from 26 minutes to 28 minutes. And then I said, well, that turned for the worst. And Felicity's doctor for the love clinic was Dr. Snow. And I said, is he related to President Snow from the Hunger Games? I could see the similarities with acting. Not acting, but, like, how they act. Obviously the characters, not the actors. Is this Megan's box at 32 minutes? Like, I was like, is this it? And I said stacking skills on point. at 38 minutes. And then my last kind of thought about the episode was that Megan's always in control, it shows. So my top 3 episodes. So this is the next section. So my favorite episode of the season so far has been episode 5, Crash, where Noah and Elena are addicted to the video games, because I like Felicity's storyline with David. Very interesting, but I really love the comedy thrown in there. It makes it a nice episode of being heavy but light at the same time. My second favorite is actually episode 4, Depths, when they're trapped in the subway, because I love all that talk in the mock trial. I'm not crazy about Julie and Felicity's friendship, but I do really like everything that goes down and how they kind of resolve. And my next favorite episode is episode 10, Great Expectations, because there are a lot of cute scenes, but also heavy scenes. And I thought it was just a really all-around good episode, and it combines everything I really love about the show: the honest moments, the comedy, the pacing, everything. And then I said the episode to skip would be episode 11, Help for the Lovelorn, just because this would be one, I feel like the other ones are kind of integral because they all have like certain things that keep coming up. But this episode's kind of like a one-off episode. It's kind of like one of those special Twilight-y Zone episodes that when you watch the next episode, it's like nothing carries through because it's like a dystopian kind of story within an episode. So that could be one that if you're time bent to skip, but it is very visually stunning and it's very interesting to watch. But if you're watching this for the first time, those kind of episodes get annoying because it's like you want to push to get the plot going. You want to know what's going to happen. And finally, my question is, who is your favorite character at this point? We've watched a season and a half now, or basically a season and a half. So I want to know who's your favorite character, and did you have a favorite character in the first season, and then you started watching the second season, and you didn't really like that character? I would say consistently my favorite character is Elena, just because I like her attitude. I think she has some funny moments and some serious moments, and I like her studying methods. I like her advice. I feel like she's a very honest, real person in this show, and she hasn't really annoyed me at anything. Like, I just really genuinely like that character a lot, and she's a good balance to the other characters because she's kind of like the voice of reason. So that is my reasoning. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely let me know what you guys are thinking about this half the season and your favorite character, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.